Toastmasters, would-be Toastmasters, yes, it is my turn to be the table topic master for today. Earlier, when I used to be the table topic master, I had the liberty of choosing people, but things have changed. Today, our Vice President Education has come out with a very complex algorithm to pick the people to be called for table topic session, and I am supposed to sit on the corner seat so that she will give me that place. Not forget that seat. Why so serious? Education. Anyhow, let me stick to the mechanism drawn by the XCOM as well as the VP Education. So today I will strictly adhere to the list given by VP Education and no one can escape. Other doubts? Can you distribute this material? Let me start with the anecdote. A few weeks back, this Raghuram Rajan. How many of you know Raghuram Rajan? Right, all of you know. So he is the governor of Reserve Bank of India. So when the reporters asked, he gave an anecdote or analogy. How is the economy moving? He said, in the land of blind men, it is like one-eyed king. Immediately people became so serious. The visually challenged people protested. How can you compare us? How can you depict in an inferior way? Then the ruling party, the minister, Sundararaman, came out with a very lengthy comment saying that how can you call our economy as one-eyed king? Then Raghuram Rajan has to again convene for a press meeting and say, why so serious? I just used metaphors. Don't take the literal meaning. Right? Whenever we use metaphors, people take it very serious because metaphors are powerful. Similes are powerful. Today, in all my table topics, I am going to use a lot of metaphors and similes, but don't take it serious. See the inner meaning and then talk on that subject. Don't literally take that metaphor and then talk about that particular project. So stick to the message. So let me invite the first table topic speaker, Toastmaster Morgan. You skip a couple of meetings and then you can choose one of them. No, just pick one part. Anyone of them.
Don't be serious.
Yeah. So what do you see here?
Camera.
Okay. Your topic is life is like a camera. Focus on what is important and you will capture it perfectly. Life is like a camera. Focus on what is important and you will capture it perfectly. Mr. Mo.
Good afternoon, everyone. So life is like a camera. In fact, somewhere I read that what you really carry forward years later is the moments. Whether you capture it in an actual camera or capture it in your memories, that's what you're going to carry forward. So many times we waste a lot of our productive time. It could be gossip, it could be and so many extraneous things which doesn't add any value, TVs, WhatsApp, and much more. It would be amazing if you really look at things, how much time each one of us waste, irrespective of our age groups today, on this media. So instead, do we really focus on spending time with our loved ones, our friends? And more importantly, do we really capture those moments? Then many times my daughter will come and tell me, you're not listening when I'm talking. Then I say, can you please repeat? No, I don't want to talk about it again. So she wanted to share something very important from her college or school and I missed it already. So those are the moments I take from this topic as we have to truly capture. And those are the moments with our loved ones, friends, Toastmaster friends, which is going to actually matter in the future. Many things which we do extraneously, if you only can stop and use your mind as a camera and store all these useful, important events, anecdotes, information, and then capture all of them and store. You'll have a lot more to relish and enjoy, irrespective of when you look back, irrespective of your age. You can always look back and enjoy all these memories. So life is always as a camera. So capture all those things perfectly. I can absolutely look back and enjoy those moments.
Next, can I call Mr. Devraj? Anyone? Difficult to decipher. Okay. Yeah, you are partially right. Life is is like a confused teacher who gives the test first and the lessons later. Life is like a confused teacher who gives the test first and the lessons later. Devraj.
So I will take between teacher, school, that part. In class, 7th standard, till I am very jolly person. I never care about anything. One day, one of my friend go to his father, Dad, school there is no they don't give any homeworks. I feel very not able to learn anything. With that, straightly go to election and said, my son not ready to learn anything, so give some homeworks. Election directly came to my class and give all homeworks. he shifted his school to somewhere, but we are start writing everything. We start writing at 5 o'clock till 9 o'clock. I wrote all the homeworks. Like that, my life goes. So after that, I'm the lazy person is converted to some active person. This is like my life goes. So, and then confused thing, I'm always confusing. Like this way or whatever I choose, I always confuse. That's what I am fixed. So I'm confusing. So what? Next time I will do better. This is how I'm always.
Yes, Diti. Give a simpler topic. Why one should collect coins? Why one should collect coins?
Well, collecting coins and stamps are not only hobbies just to while away your time, it also helps in learning new stuff. Recently I got a stamp and a coin based on the Battle of Waterloo. So it was a coincidence that I had a lesson based on Waterloo in my previous year, in 9th grade. So I could relate that topic with the coin and stamp which I received, and so I went and told my teacher about the new things which I had learned. She really liked it and she encouraged me to learn more. Like this way, I kept relating my school studies with that of the coins and the stamps which I collect. So I got really encouraged by my teachers and people around me that my grades have also gone up because of stamps and coins, and even I can spend more time on it, and I can develop my communication skills as well. In the sense, I can communicate with people across countries and swap stamps, coins. So then I started a blog called philately.blogspot.in where I started uploading the images of all the stamps and coins which I received. And now I'm also encouraging my friends to do so, and which also benefited a few of them.
The next speaker would be Toastmaster Jagannath. Trust is like an eraser. It gets smaller and smaller after every mistake. Trust is like an eraser. It gets smaller and smaller after every mistake. Toastmaster Jagannath.
Thank you. Before I get on to the topic, just wanted to say a few things. Life is short, make smile while it still have some teeth. Why so serious? Yes, we all have teeth, but it's time to smile. Like this topic, trust.
It's like an eraser.
Okay, trust is like a razor, it gets smaller and smaller after every mistake. Yeah, life is like, it's a tough topic, just need to think about it. Yeah, trust is the one thing which which you expect from all your families, friends, and people around you. So, and it is very important to keep the trust, retain it for a long time. The moment when you get into you keep losing like you start facing when you start losing your trust, it's like an eraser and it gets smaller and smaller. I agree. That's it.
Toastmaster Prabhakar. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Toastmaster Prabhakar.
Good afternoon, everybody. One of the most important things when you ride on a cycle is you have to balance. You cannot balance, you cannot ride on the bicycle. Then, as you go on the road, you also have ups, you also have downs. Life is also very much something similar like that. We have to balance our views. We have extreme views. We are called the fanatic. We cannot live in this world with fanaticism. But with balanced views in life, we can go. It's like crossing the pedestrian crossing. When the green light is shown, there are two groups of people just wanting to cross across. You look into the gaps and see how we can go without bumping into each other. That is what is known as life. The cycle is an excellent example of how we can ride the cycle. And in the early days as a kid, I was also making that monkey pedal, they used to say that. Jumping, walking, pedaling like that, and then you jump off onto the cycle and then you start going. Today I'm scared to ride even a two-wheeler, motorist, because my balance is a little difficult, so I prefer my four-wheeler or go by walk. The more things we can say about the cycle, it's one of the cheapest and the simplest thing which we can start our journey on transport. Today we have an explosion of two-wheelers in the traffic. Many people are taking to motorized vehicles for commuting, going to office and coming back. And today it's a very difficult situation to go on to this. Still, we love this cycle because it reminds us of the past. That how we started humbly, how we fell down, and then we got up. We never gave up. Thank you.
Can you stop looking to the mobile, Toastmaster invitation?
Thank you. Okay.
Faith is like a Wi-Fi. It is invisible, but it has the power to connect you to what you need. Faith is like Wi-Fi. It is invisible, but it has the power to connect you to what you need. Toastmaster invitation.
Yeah, according to me, faith is like Wi-Fi only. Like I read one article about the Ambani's son. When the existing Toastmasters like Jamuna, and they were talking about obesity and other things and all. It took 18 months to reduce 108 kgs. He was something around 135. Like that, he is a millionaire, multi-millionaire. He took interest, reduces weight. Anita Ambani was giving an open statement in Times Now. He never expected that. He is very dedicated. 18 months. He is doing some course in US and he is doing continuously meditation, yoga and other things and all. See the confidence. But we were not allowing our children to do all these things like this because we'll take more care about that. Sometimes we will say that don't do that exercise. Even my mother at this age, she used to say that, why you are going a long walk? I give it as that. No, but we should take it in a positive way. Like, I forget about the topic. Okay, over to this.
Next, guest Vel Durga. Life is like Google. You need to know what you are searching for. Life is like Google. You need to know what you are searching for. Well, good.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and friends. Life is like Google. You need to know what you are searching for. Otherwise, many of you would have done search in Google, right? You would have entered some keywords, would have got some results. Many of the results are irrelevant, right? So whatever you do is, right, you look at the irrelevant results and make some relevant results out of it. Something is more meaningful, that is what you have to take. So life is, just keep going. You will find lots of people around you, but you will find some people who make great friends of you, right? You will come across many informations. On the walk, on the road, right? You just see many things on the hoardings and then boards, right? But what attracts you is something that you look for. So you search for something that comes, that's called the calling part of it, right? So you go, you take up any job, but life calls you for doing something. So quit this job, move into that, right? So look for something that is what you are passionate about. Take that as a job and deliver it, right? So you grow, you play on your strength, you grow. So look for things that interest you, raises your concerns or interest, right? Take that up and then do it, right? And look for people whom you love and work with them or spend more time for them. So always search for things, right? Now, while searching, please always search for good things rather than bad things. That's what I would like to share as a message here.
Next, can we have Toastmaster Joshua? He has taken poison. Joshua, your topic is holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Joshua.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. Love is a sweet poison. That's what I heard from my faculty. So that when I was studying 9th standard, I am very calm. So that the headmaster selected me to put in the B section. The B section, all are girls only. At that time, I afraid. I went 2 days. After that, I told my correspondent I did not go to the B section because I am afraid. I can't express anything in front of them. So that he said like that, you are very calm, so that we are put it in that B section. Somebody is very very teasing guys like that, so that they did not put them like that. After that, I changed it to B section to A section. Likewise, I have in the mind like that love is a sweet poison, so that I did not go to the B section always. And also I have lot of friends, colleagues and all there. If I can go any streets and hotels like that, I am very calm like that. The people are asking me to why you are not talking like that. At that time I can say like that, if the reason is that, then only we can talk. Otherwise I don't like to talk like I can say in front of them. One day my HR asked me in the HR forum. She is sitting beside me, and then I did not see her face. Immediately she find out and reported to my manager. You don't have any interaction with me. So that what is the reason he is angry on me like that? Immediately my manager told me he is a very good guy, he is a very good attitude, and he is a very highly knowledgeable person like that. After that, she called me and then asked me, what is the problem? Because I don't have eye contact. That's what I did not see you, madam. Sorry for that. Over to you.
We have guest Shruti. Mind is like an umbrella. It functions best when it is open. Mind is like an umbrella. It functions best when it is open.
Alright, so I think the umbrella is something which is used across seasons, whether it's sunny or it is raining, and mainly it's made to use only when you open it up. So our mind is very similar to that. So when you're not thinking, see, our mind is never quiet. We have never without a thought for a single moment. But do we actually convert all our thoughts into action? Maybe not. So here's a chance that we need to think a little more and make our thoughts into action. Let's say today I'm thinking about something and immediately my mind says, no, maybe it will not work for you. And that's where I stop myself and I'm not opening up myself to possibilities across me. So it's a very good analogy what Sir has given, that only when you open up yourself, give your mind challenges, your mind will function to the best. And I strongly feel that mind is something which can make anything happen for you. So according to me, keep your mind open and think of all possibilities which can open up new windows and new spectrums for you. Thank you.
Next speaker will be guest Adit.